Volkswagen's latest bid to be a bigger player in North America begins with the Atlas, a three-row SUV to take the fight to established competition such as the Ford Explorer and Honda Pilot. Volkswagen hasn't sold a seven-seater in the US since the unloved Route, a thinly disguised Dodge Grand Caravan, was dropped in 2014. The Atlas grew out of the cross blue concept shown at the 2013 Detroit Motor Show. Although it's also on sale in China, this huge SUV was conceived specifically for American families and is built alongside the North American Passat at Volkswagen's newly expanded plant in Chattanooga, Tennessee. The Atlas is the largest model to be built on the familiar flexible MQB architecture that underpins so many Volkswagen Group models sold around the world. It's hard to miss the irony of hopes for a post-Dieselgate recovery being pinned on a huge, four-wheel drive model powered by a thirsty petrol V6, at least until Volkswagen's electrification offensive gathers pace. Volkswagen has done its homework this time. Fiercely, the Atlas is big enough for the American mid-sized SUV segment. At 5,036 mm in length, it's 241 mm longer and 49 mm wider than the Touareg, as well as being 49 mm wider. A long wheelbase translates this size into lots of usable space. The middle row seats flip forward to ease access to a third row that can seat two adults in comfort, although you'll struggle to fit all 7 passengers' luggage in, too. The X-Line model that we're testing here tops their range in Canada, and it's roughly the equivalent of Premium in the US. Its fake wood door trims do nothing to establish a premium feel, but the interior is well equipped. There's an excellent 12-speaker Fender, Panasonic stereo, a clear, fully reconfigurable digital instrument cluster and an 8.0 and infotainment touchscreen with high-resolution sat-nav graphics and Apple, Android smartphone mirroring. The seats could be a little wider, and bucket is an inappropriate description for the 2 second-row captain's chairs fitted as an option in place of the standard bench in our test car. The lack of height adjustment for the middle-row seatbelts isn't ideal, either. The more powerful of the Atlas's 2 engine options, as driven here, is Volkswagen's long-serving, narrow-angle V6, sending drive to all 4 wheels through an 8-speed automatic gearbox. Numerous drive modes help to keep you out of trouble on and off-road. The 276 bhp 3.6-liter engine is smooth, quiet, and has enough in reserve for a quick merge onto a crowded highway, but a fuel economy figure of 23 miles per gallon combined is short of the 26 miles per gallon claimed for the Pilot's newer motor. For life in the suburbs, the Atlas's front-wheel drive only, 235 bhp, 2.0-liter TSI option might make more sense. However, the heavy-duty drivetrain provides the Atlas with another prerequisite for stateside success, a decent towing capacity. Its figure of 2,270 kilograms is on a par with what the Pilot and Explorer have to offer, and a tow hitch is standard. Ride comfort is a mixed bag. In true North American style, the Atlas feels softly sprung and less aggressively damped than would be the case for a European model, and it takes a couple of bounces to settle after big primary inputs such as undulations in the road. However, it also thumps over sharper, secondary stuff like potholes or exposed manhole covers with less sophistication than you'd hope. The extra mass and shorter sidewalls of the X-Cline's 20 alloys, 18 inches, are standard elsewhere, likely does the Atlas no favors here. Body roll and pitch are well suppressed, though, as is road noise. The electric steering is light, less so in sport mode, and devoid of feel, but still precise. The Atlas has what it takes to impress North American buyers: generous proportions, chunky styling, practical features, a top safety rating, and a competitive price. On top of that, it's well built and decent to drive. Whether that's enough to attract people away from the Explorer, Pilot, Nissan Pathfinder, Toyota 4Runner and the like will depend partly on the extent to which long-term consumer faith in the Volkswagen brand has been damaged by Dieselgate. A standard 6-year/72,000 mile warranty for US buyers, 4 years/49,710 miles for Canadians, is designed to help rebuild that trust.